So on page 24, the examples where no pi is required, like the middle is given in a sense. Middle provided. This is on page 24, okay? Middle is provided. And so if you want some examples, and obviously there are more across the booklet, but here in particular, you would just go page 25 to 26. Okay, that's where you would find those. And then we get into the no middle, okay? So whenever middle is unknown, so I'm going to highlight that part. If the middle is unknown, like the center, then you have to use pi. That's for sure. Use this formula. And there are 3 different scenarios. Okay, please don't quote me like there's only these 3. That's it. There could be nothing in between. I'm not saying that. But for the most part, it's these 3 categories that you will encounter. Where all the intersections are given, all intersections given, like all the ands, there's no only, or you won't say this and that, but not that. Like it's just and. It's just this and that, this and that, this and that. All the intersections are given. This is page 33, sorry, no. Page 28 specifically has an example. And then page 33 to 34 is something you can try, okay? Those are the page numbers that go with that one. Then this one here has page 35 attached to it. I haven't done this one yet. This one is a little trickier. And to be honest, I only have one in the booklet. I will work on making a worksheet where you can practice that one just in case it shows up. And the last one, the last type is the mixed type. And that one you will find on page 29. In particular, page 29. You can try pages 43 to 46 also, okay? So then you have those page numbers that are associated with each one of those types. And I will not call any one of them trickier than the others because they're all kind of unique, but that's something you need to watch out for. We're good? So the last 3 here, the common thread is the middle is missing. That is for sure. And then the other one is like, how is the information presented? Is it all ands? That means all intersections are given. Is it all onlys? That's this one. And is it a mix between these 2? What is it? Okay. So I will go to page 35. I'll pause here first. Is there one that you would like me to try? Okay, let's go to page 32. 100 teenagers were surveyed, so we know our universal is 100. Okay. 33 played sports. 18 play sports and have a job. 21 play or are in a band and play sports, job, and play in a band. Do you notice that these are all ands? There's no play in a band and sports only. You know that's missing? Do you know how that's not here, right? Or it also doesn't say play in a band and play sports but do not have a job. It doesn't have that. So basically, this is the case. I will say all intersections given. Okay, so that's for sure. I'm going to focus a little bit. You can do this. You can do this. There we go. What do I mean? Right, is all these intersections, like this is given, and this is given, okay? So all 3 intersections are given. That's the case that we're talking about. So let's see here. What are the 3 sets? We've got sports, job, and band, right? Sports. So we're going to go N of S is 33. N of S and J is 18. N of band and sports is 21. Have a job and play in a band is 28. 9 teenagers play sports, have a job, and play in a band. What is this? That is the middle. Okay, so it's N, S, and J, and B. That is 9. 58 people play in a sport or play in a band. So you got to be careful with the notation there. Sport or band is 58. Sorry, the middle, let me clean this up here. The middle is, right, we're talking about this line right here. 62 teenagers play in a band or have a job. So that's N of band is 62. These ones you have to watch out. These only involve those two sets, the union of those two sets, which is going to help us out if we're stuck. How many students only participate in one thing? That's the ultimate question. But let's set up our Venn diagram. I will zoom out a little bit so that those numbers stay there. And so here we go. One set, another set, third set. So we've got sports, job, and band. That's what I'm going to use. I know that the universal is 100. I know that sports is 33. And now you have to be careful. Just put the numbers in the right place. S and J, that is outside here. That's going to be 18. B and S. B and S is right here, right? So this is 21 right there. It's the intersection right here. It's this field right here. All of these. So these two chunks added up is going to give me 21. These two chunks here added up is going to give me 18. Okay. Next, of J and B, this is 28 out here. So don't put it in here. Put it out here because we're going to work with that later on. The middle is given. That's 9. It's actually much easier if the middle is given. No pi necessary. And how about right now you try already to see, is there anything that any extra numbers I can put in? It doesn't give me outliers either. Do you notice that? It doesn't give me that. So I'm going to have to account for all of that. So far, that's all I can do. So now we're going to, go ahead. Now I'm going to grab my highlighters because I really encourage you to highlight things when it comes to these ones. This one right here, the 58 sports or band, it's the union. We're going to combine those two sets and get 58. So S union B, it's Monday. So I'm going to reread this or make sure before I do anything, right? S union B, it's these two sets, right? That is supposed to add up to 58. So I'm going to do that. S union B. So all of these sections, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those are supposed to add up to 58. That's what that statement is saying. Let's fill in what we know, okay? If this is 18 here, I'm going to go 18 minus 9. This is supposed to be 9. I'm going to use a different color for additional information. 21 minus 9, that would give me 12, right? 12 and 9 add up to 21. This is supposed to be 19 here, because 9 and 19 add up to 28. Are we good so far, Julian? Okay. Okay, good. What else? Over here, this was a 33. So I can go 33. I'm going to use my calculator because it's Monday, okay? I don't want to. 33, okay? Minus 9, minus 9, minus 12. So there's only 3 in here. And it's deceiving because that area is so big, it doesn't matter. It's this section here has 3, so that our only sports is our 3 students that are in sports only. Okay. What else can I do? I'm stuck. But what do these 2 circles add up to, guys, again? 58. So that comes to the rescue now. Now this comes to the rescue. I'm just going to go 58 minus, I'm going to start subtracting everything. How about I show it? 3, 9, 12, 9, 19. Okay. 58 minus 33, basically. Right, all of this is 33 minus 19. I get 6. Is that what we're getting? Thank you. So I'm going to go a little bigger here, 6. Okay. All right, let's move on elsewhere. There was this other statement made that there's 62 teenagers that are in a band, or is the keyword, or have a job. That's this one. Band, job, it's these 2 here. So it's the union of these 2 circles, right? Everything that's in green, like if you combine all of those sections, it's supposed to add up to 62. So I'm going to go 62 and forget about this one right now, just the green. I'm going to go minus 9, minus 9, minus 12. So 9, 9, 12, 19, and 6. Take all of that away. And please follow along, just in case. I get 7. Julian, is it 7? According to my key? Seven. And if you wouldn't mind, the 62, I'm going to just say, where did you get the 62 from right here? Okay. Where did I get the 58 from over here? Right here. So these statements come to the rescue, right? They help you out to figure out what's missing. And let's figure out J and B now.
Excuse me, Chair, can we please get a custodian to contact the office? A custodian to contact the office, please.
J is everything, like now you got to just focus on J, that circle. So you got to go 9 plus 9 plus 19. Right, plus 7. That's 44. I'm going to use color still because that's something I calculated. I was not given that information. And then for B, you're just going to add everything inside that circle. Right? So 12 plus 9 plus 19 plus 6. That's supposed to be 46. And just before you're done, you're going to ask yourself, outliers, right? Don't forget about the outliers. So how do you want to do it? It's up to you. I'm going to go on the outside here, 100. I'm going to do it this way. Watch how I do it because it's too many numbers. This is 33, so I'm going to subtract 33 from 100 already. And then it's 7, 19, 6, right? This is still what I need to subtract. I get 35. So the 35 is what I'm going to plug in here. 35 students are not in any of, they don't have a job, they're not in sports, and they're not in band. Okay? So, all right? Speaking of a job, right? A lot of you, that's what I keep on hearing, like I keep on getting rejected. Unfortunately, that is kind of part of life at first because you don't have experience, right? And you're part-time, and so just keep trying. Yeah? Or focus on school if you can focus on school. That's probably a good idea. So you've got your Venn diagram. Now let's answer the question. How many students that only participate in one thing? Okay, so you go 3 plus 7 plus 6. That's 16 students. What's that? 16, okay, sorry. 16 students only participate in one activity. What else could I have asked you? What if I ask you how many students are in at least one of these three? What would you do? What am I talking about? The union of all three circles, yeah. So there's, the way I see it, there's two ways of doing it. You go universal minus the outliers, boom. Or you just add up everything that's in those three circles, all right? That's what I mean with at least one. How many did not participate in anything? Obviously asking for outliers. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Let me ask you this. Before you go, maybe Philbert. How many participated in exactly two things? In exactly two things. Which three numbers am I going to add up? 19, 12, and 9, right? These 9 are only exactly two. Exactly two. So yeah, you would add up those three numbers. Do you want to add that? I will go 9 plus 12 plus 19. What is it? 40. Thank you. So if I get it wrong, don't look at me, okay? Thank you, I appreciate that. 40 students participate in exactly two activities. Any other ones you want me to do? You can go now. Okay, I'm going to stop there.